Did you know KFC's secret recipe is locked in a safe, split into two parts, and kept in separate locations? But what happens before it gets seasoned with those famous 11 herbs and spices? Today, we're taking you inside the fascinating factory process to uncover how KFC chicken is made. History. The story of KFC begins with a person named Colonel Harlan Sanders, a man whose life was as incredible as the chicken he made famous. Born in 1890 in Henryville, Indiana, Sanders had a tough childhood. He dropped out of school early to support his family, trying all kinds of jobs, farming, selling insurance, and even practicing law. But none of them worked out. By his 40s, he had faced one failure after another. In 1930, Sanders opened a gas station in Corbin, Kentucky. He didn't just pump gas. He cooked fried chicken for travelers using his own kitchen tools because there wasn't a proper restaurant. His chicken was so good it became a local hit, and by 1936 he was given the honorary title of Kentucky Colonel for his contribution to local cooking. But in 1956, life threw him another curveball. A new highway was built, and it rerouted traffic away from his restaurant, forcing him to sell his business at a loss. At 65 years old, with just his secret chicken recipe and his social security check, Sanders decided to start over. He traveled across the U.S., driving from town to convince restaurant owners to use his recipe. He even cooked it for them on the spot to prove how amazing it was. His determination paid off, and in 1952, the first KFC franchise opened in Salt Lake City. Soon, KFC was spreading across the U.S. with hundreds of franchises. By the early 1960s, Sanders had created the famous secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices. It's so top secret that only a few people know the full recipe, and it's locked in a high-security vault with motion detectors. This legendary blend has helped KFC keep the same great taste across all its 24,000 locations in 145 countries for over 50 years. In 1964, Sanders sold KFC for $2 million, but he stayed on as the company's spokesperson. He appeared in commercials and continued to represent the brand until his death in 1980. Even now, Colonel Sanders' face is the symbol of KFC, reminding everyone of the incredible journey that turned his chicken into a global icon. Inside the factory, KFC gets its chicken from a global network of farms and suppliers, all chosen carefully to meet strict standards for animal care, food safety, and environmental responsibility. These farms are located in places like the US, the UK, Ireland, and other major markets. Fun fact, KFC is the second largest buyer of chicken in the world, right behind McDonald's. KFC is serious about the well-being of its chicken. They ensure the birds have plenty of space, clean water, and a healthy diet free from added hormones or steroids. The company works closely with suppliers to guarantee humane treatment and has set a goal to have 100% cage-free